Hello and welcome to Guest of the Day on Radio Romania International. I'm Elena Enache. Today we have the pleasure of welcoming a truly fascinating guest, Corneliu Țepeluș. He's a Romanian journalist, filmmaker, TV producer, ski instructor and cultural promoter whose work has inspired audiences both at home and abroad. Corneliu has dedicated his career to telling Romania's story through images and words, from guiding tourists on ski slopes to guiding viewers through award-winning documentaries. His journey is nothing short of remarkable. His film In Search of Dracula's Castle brought Romania's legends to life, while his long-running project Interviews for Hope has given voice to over 400 personalities, earning recognition at the prestigious Simfest festival. Beyond his professional achievements, Corneliu is known for his passion for Romania's identity and values. He often speaks about the joy of being Romanian, reminding us of the pride and hope that comes from embracing our culture. I'm very hope to dive into his story, his vision, and his message of inspiration. Corneliu, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Elena. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here. Every time I come to Bucharest, I have this magic feeling of doing amazing things. And yes, I'm a storyteller and a treasure hunter. Because, everybody asks me, Cornelius, what do you do? And I said, I'm a journalist, and I'm a filmmaker and stuff. But I like to call myself a treasure hunter and storyteller.
How did you move from guiding tourists on ski slopes to making documentaries?
Well, since I was a kid in my village, staying around the fire with the old relatives, grandparents, uncles and stuff, I had this thing of storytelling and stuff, because I remember when I was a kid, that was the thing back in my village up on Mureș Valley in Harghita County, in a village called Voșlobeni, and that's the place where I grew up. So we grew up with stories. So since I was a kid, my parents were professors and teachers, and we had a lot of books. So I read a lot when I was a kid, and that was my thing. I wanted to be a storyteller. I wanted to travel around the world. So when I was 18, I moved to Brașov, and I started to work as a skiing instructor in Poiana Brașov. And over there in Poiana Brașov, as a skiing instructor, I started to meet a lot of Brits and English back in the 90s. I went to England for the first time when I was 20, and I was lucky enough to go to Stratford-upon-Avon, the place where Shakespeare was born, and over there I started to get into performing arts, and this is the way I switched from tourism to performing arts.
Can you share a travel experience that shaped your worldview?
As I said, I started when I was 20. I was lucky with working as a ski instructor in Poiana Brașov, because we worked just with Brits. So in the winter time, I was a ski instructor. In the summertime, I was traveling to England. So when I was 20, I arrived in Stratford-upon-Avon, and my friends, the people that I met skiing in Poiana Brașov, they had this theatre kind of academy in Stratford-upon-Avon. So since I was 20, I was right into that performing arts theatre thing, right in the place where Shakespeare was born in England. And I've met a lot of even important actors at the time, because I was 20, I didn't really know those people. I remember I met Emma Thompson. And I didn't know who Emma Thompson was because I was 20. But what was amazing is that I was on a stage doing small parts in Shakespeare plays. So every summer, starting in 1993, I went to England, 93, 94, 95, 96, since 99 when I moved to America.
Mm-hmm. You made a documentary, a very interesting one. It is called In Search of Dracula's Castle. Can you tell me more about it?
That's recent, yes, the last few years, because I work in tourism and television and the same thing, film and stuff like that. I've met Dacre Stoker. Dacre Stoker is the grand-grandnephew of Bram Stoker, who wrote the book, Dracula. So I was a tour guide as well back in the 90s. So every week I used to go with guests from all over the world to Brancaster, to Dracula Castle. My dad being a history teacher, and I loved history, I was fascinated about the story of Dracula, and I knew the legend. I read the book, of course, and the true story from my dad, because he was a history teacher. So having this experience as a tour guide and having my dad being a history teacher, I knew all things about Dracula, about Vlad Țepeș and all the stuff. So when I met Dacre Stoker, we instantly become friends. He was visiting Romania. So Dacre told me, Cornelius, let's make a film about the search of the castle of Dracula. So I said, okay, let's do it. So we put together a story. So we filmed like 5 years ago.
Which was the most difficult thing about this project?
Well, we have to understand that Bram Stoker was not really an adventurer. He was a really very methodic writer. I mean, yeah, the character is fictional, the castle is fictional, but the location is real. It's Kalimani Mountains. So what's difficult and what's a bit challenging for us is that we had to do a lot of research, because as I said, Bram Stoker did 7 years of research to write the book. So we had a lot of documents, we had a lot of books, we had a lot of documents from different libraries, different museums around the world. So we had to put them together to create the story. So what's good is that we bring something new in this story, because we found the location of the fictional castle of Dracula.
So it was a lot of research work.
Yes, Dacre is the writer. He was the guy who's the storyteller in the film, and I'm the director and the producer. So together we put this story, and we had a team from Moldova, from Chișinău, and we had a camera guy from Ireland. So it's a complex documentary because we worked like few years to complete it. So it's a kind of production. It's a co-production between US, Ireland, Romania, and Moldova.
You have another interesting project entitled Interviews for Hope. You interviewed more than 400 personalities.
Yes, I mean, Interviews for Hope is my current project. I mean, last 5 years, it's like a weekly TV show. So Interviews for Hope, it's called like that because I started this thing in when the pandemic was here, you know. So I started to make interviews with on Zoom because people were in the houses. And the project got so popular that we moved from Zoom to a real TV studio. So my idea about Interviews for Hope, and the motto of my TV show is to give a voice to ordinary people. People that do amazing things that the world don't really know about them. So I bring those people in front of the people, of the audience, to tell a story. Yes, exactly what you do with amazing things with your show, because that's what you do as well. You give a voice to ordinary people. Yes.
Thank you. What do you look in the people that you interview?
Well, it's this drive to do something amazing. I mean, I had this obsession since I was a kid because I was, reading a lot. I was and stuff. To do something amazing. I mean, I thought that life is not just about the day-by-day life. Your goals have to be a little bit up there in the stars, So if your goals are about values, about character, about making amazing things, creating community of ideas, if you have those goals, you can become immortal in a way, because when you do special things, somehow your name remains into history forever. Doing good things, of course. Yeah, that's the idea.
I made a little research myself, and I found out that you often speak about the joy of being Romanian. What does this mean to you?
Well, when I was around the world, when I lived in Canada, US, England, I've been around the world a bit. When I told those people that I was born in a small village in Transylvania, Romania, and I was so passionate about my village and about the people I've met, because that was my universe. It's like in Huckleberry Finn, Mark Twain, or Tom Sawyer, because I always in my mind had these stories that I read when I was a kid. So when you respect your values and the place you were born, people respect you too, because when people see that you respect the place, that you respect your country and your traditions and stuff, they feel that you're a sincere person. So that's why I was proud to be Romanian, because every time I told my story, people respected me because I was proud about my culture. Yeah.
You've been traveling so much. How do you think that Romania is perceived abroad?
Well, we have to do a lot of work, to be honest, because like my shirt over here, see, it's a traditional Romanian shirt.
Very beautiful shirt.
Thank you. I think we can conquer the world with our traditions and our values. I mean, if you go around Romania, we still have amazing traditions and amazing customs. I mean, they're so rich. It's not like, let's say, like in Sweden or in Norway, the whole country's got, let's say, same songs, same costumes and stuff. No, Romania is so rich because we have Oltenia, we have Moldova, we have Transylvania, we have so many places, so rich. And if you look in history, when you promote your culture, you can lift your wealth as well as a country. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at the miracle of South Korea, South Korea grew as a country economically because they put values on their culture. So that's...
But they had values.
Yeah, yes, exactly. So I believe that if we can conquer the world with our traditions.
If you could show one place in Romania to a tourist visiting our country for the first time, what would it be?
Well, I was born in Transylvania, but I've been all over Transylvania. But the last time I've been with some guests was Danube Delta. I showed some people Danube Delta, and they were fascinated about it. They didn't know, and they were like from England. They were not like, let's say, from South America or from North America, and they loved it. I mean, they said, "Wow, we didn't know that in Europe we have something that amazing like Danube Delta." I think that's really the place. Of course, we have Transylvania with the castles, and we have the legends, and we have the places, but Danube Delta will be for me now.
Going back to your documentary, you have just won an award for it at Simfest. How does it feel to be validated?
Great. I mean, I won this award for the best tourist promotion film, because our film, Search for the Castle of Dracula, is to promote Romania as well. Because with Dacre and with the whole team, we launched this kind of a new idea called responsible vampire tourism. I think Romania should take advantage more of this brand Dracula, like building a Dracula park, like it was 30 years back, that idea to create more tours about Dracula, to promote this brand more around the world. So responsible vampire tourism.
What are the values that guide your work, both in journalism and in film?
It's this obsession of being immortal in a good way. It's not about ego. It's about trying to create community of ideas, trying to create things that they help people. I mean, I know it sounds a bit like a cliche, but it's not really. When you have this power to create community of ideas, you lift yourself and the community as well. And Romania needs that, because it's very hard in Romania for now to create a community of ideas. There's a lot of ego and stuff, and we love Romania, but there are other things that we have to learn, especially when we create a project, to be able to lift something amazing up there to the stars.
Looking ahead, what are the projects that you are most proud about?
Man, all of them. Because right now I'm doing this journalism thing. I mean, the TV show, and I do a lot of conference about how to promote Romania and how to, to create community of ideas. That's what I do now. It's a small kind of journalist stuff. When I have time, I do this documentaries and stuff like that. I have in Brasov, I started this two journalist projects as well. I mean, 2 TV shows in English, Cornelius Night Show and Transylvania Night Show. When I interview foreigners that they do things in Romania, or they travel around Romania, they fall in love with the Romanian culture, and they promote Romania in a way. So everything is about performing arts, communication. Everything is every project that it's about lifting communities and people up and promoting the beauty of Romania. All those projects are part of my heart, to be honest.
Do you think there still is prejudice regarding Romania?
A lot of prejudice, because we have to promote real people. You need know-how as a country to be able to lift your image around the world. You need people that are trained, that have this power to understand how to do marketing, to be able to speak a language, to be able to understand the world culture, to be able to talk directly one by one. because Romania still have this mentality of a small country, which I think it's a bit strange. I mean, you have to understand that when you talk, let's say, with an American, with a Canadian, with an Australian, with an English guy, they respect you when you have this, this personality, this,
And pride.
this pride. I mean, in a good way, of course.
Of course.
And you have educated enough to understand their culture, your culture, and to be able to communicate one by one. So that's a lot of prejudice are because we still don't know how to promote Romania at a big level. That's why we need amazing people that they know how to do it, and plus people that love Romania as well.
You know many people who came to live in Romania for good. What do you think they did that?
Well, in Romania it's getting more popular. You know why? Because in Romania being having kind of a fresh start, a lot of people, they find opportunities here, especially in tourism. I have a lot of friends from, especially from England, from States, from Germany. They open Airbnbs here in Romania, hotels, businesses and stuff. A lot of companies from the West, have, a lot of companies are here. But they love Romania because having a fresh start, you have a lot of opportunities. Plus, in Romania, it's safe. It's a very safe country. A lot of friends from outside Romania said, it's a very safe country.
It's a surprise for them.
Yes, they're surprised. I mean, it's very safe. Plus, with all the things that they say about Romania, it's a place where people are educated. I mean, that's the paradox in this world about Romanians. When I talk with foreigners that they have Romanians working for them, they really say that Romanians are very smart. They're very, very good in what they do. The problem with Romanians is when they create together a project, they don't understand each other. It's a lot of ego. I'm the boss. But foreigners, they love Romanian brain. Let's say Romanian education, because if you find the right Romanians, they will do an amazing job.
Yeah, at one time, maybe 15 years ago, this phrase, brain exodus. When
brain exodus.
Romania, yeah?
A lot of Romanians, they left, unfortunately, because of economic reasons, yes? I mean, if you go around the world, if you go to Iceland, if you go, let's say, to Antarctica, you find scientists there. If you go to Argentina, of course, US, Canada, all over the world, Romanians are doing pretty well, to be honest. I had a conversation when I was in States with a Romanian from America, and he said, I never saw any homeless Romanians in America. I'm not sure, but the Romanians, they all do well. Even they have a job, they have a business, they all do something amazing. Plus, a lot of professors. I have a lot of friends that are professors at universities around the world, businessmen, so, yeah.
What do you think we should borrow from abroad?
Well, know-how, education, things. Yeah, a lot of things. Yes, I mean that's
in terms of mentality.
Mentality as well. The mentality, and of course, this humbleness. Let's say you have to be a bit humble when you learn things. You have to leave. You have to put your ego down and to listen and to learn. You know what I'm saying? So, what we can borrow from around the world is it's this thing to listen, to sit down, to leave your ego away, and to be able to process information, to start a project with good base, to be honest, and a lot of organization on how, a lot of things about communication and stuff, a lot of things about about pride in a good way. So education, know-how, marketing.
Christmas is getting near. Where do you like spending winter holidays?
I'll be in Brasov, because I was a skiing instructor in Poiana Brasov, and that's the place since I was 18. I worked as a skiing instructor there. So for me, Poiana Brasov in Romania is still the spot for the holidays, and Brasov, because it's something magic over there. Even I work now part-time as a skiing. I still work as a skiing instructor, even I'm 50. But that's the place for me in Christmas. And sometimes I go to my village in Voșlobeni, Harghita, on Mureș Valley. It's the only Romanian village in the middle of Harghita County, and it's magic. But unfortunately, a lot of old people that had this vision, they left us, they went up to the stars. A lot of young people, they left Romania. And it's still beautiful in the village, but it's not like it used to be 30 years back. So for me, Christmas is Brasov, Poiana Brasov, skiing, and the magic of Brasov.
Mm-hmm. Another one of your facets. You spoke in the European Parliament. You had an intervention. Can you tell me more about it, please?
Yeah, I was invited by a friend who is Euro Parliament. It's in the Euro Parliament over there to talk about identity and values in a world of globalization, and which is amazing. I mean, we love Europe. I mean, all my life I wanted to travel. So for us it's amazing to be part of the European Union and to be part of the world, but in the same time we have to keep our values and our identity in a way, so because this is what defines us in front of the world, you know what I'm saying? So I love United Europe, and I love to travel all over the world, but at the same time I love to see that Romanian culture is strong and preserved. Yes. And that's what I talked about in the European Parliament, about identity and values in a world of globalization.
Please tell me, where can our listeners follow your work and watch your documentary?
Well, all over the place.
Shows.
I mean, if you put my name, Corneliu Țepeluș, on Google or YouTube or Facebook, my TV show, it's in Târgu Mureș. Can I
Yes, please.
say my TV station? It's called M9 Romania in Târgu Mureș. It's a very strong local television, which is, you can find it the same. YouTube, Facebook, that's the place where I have my TV show now. When I do my English TV show, I record them in Brasov, Poiana Brasov, or in beautiful spots in Brasov. So the same, YouTube, Facebook, Google, all over the place, you can find me. Or television.
What's the one thing that you'd like listeners to remember from today's conversation with me?
Well, I mean, I hope good energy, and as a Romanian, I think I want to see more Romanians smile. You have to smile, I'm kind of an easygoing kind of guy, that's what I want people to remember about this interview. Like, to have this energy and this kind of a hope, to be able to smile and to be able to somehow to lift your soul in your in your being above the day-by-day life.
Are you doing that?
Yes, that's what I do, so even when I have problems, I try to keep myself into this kind of a joyful kind of thing. Life is not easy, but it's not that hard to be all the time a bit, miserable. Romanians, they have to smile, and they have to be, they have this courage to communicate and to somehow to dream more about the day-by-day life.
One last question. Have you ever thought about leaving the country again?
Well, yeah. Well, when you go up in age, you feel like going and move for a while in a place where it's hot, like south of Spain, like Malaga or somewhere, or somewhere in the hot countries. But I will never be able to move completely, yes? I mean, to live in Romania a few months and to live in a hot place a few more months, to be honest. Because working as a skiing instructor, sometimes you feel your bones a bit dodgy. I mean, not but you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, yeah, I see myself in the future moving between a hot country and Romania.
Thank you so much for coming in the studio today. It was a pleasure having you here, and good luck with all your projects.
Elena, it was amazing. I really appreciate it, and thank you, and congratulations for what you do over here. It's amazing.
Thank you.